What's up? Hey, lovely people. Listen. So I hear that it was... Let me put this out here first. Let me put this out here. If you hear noise in the background, I am at a hotel recording live. And I can't stop the people. And here's the thing, though, for real. It was so packed here. So packed because it was prom night. Nate, you shaking your head. What you thinking about? It was prom night.
I just think of all the children that are happy to be graduating, coming there to read their Bibles and go over their future plans in life. You know, prom night's a very special time. I remember my prom night. I wanted to take my mom, but she said I should find someone else to take.
Yeah.
We had a great Bible study, and things turned out well.
No, wait, though. Wait, here's what's interesting. So, we had a prom night. It was like, I think it was like an Indian wedding. I mean, that's what I saw. So, listen, everything was beautiful.
Beautiful.
The garments, it was beautiful. So, I'm sitting there like, Mel, you hit the jackpot. This is it. You know what I'm saying? I had already had my room reserved, so that was cool. But if it wasn't, I probably would have been out.
Yeah.
Anyway, freaking amazing. I saw beautiful gowns. It was cool. And then I found out this morning that it was an earthquake in Columbus, the Columbus-Dayton area.
Yep.
I didn't even notice.
You thought it was all them teenagers shaking? Never mind.
Listen, I didn't even notice. I'm like, wait, what? And then our boy Nate, he looks it up to see it. Up here, an earthquake. Was the hotel rocking that I just missed all that?
You see that, AmberDee? I'm on the facts, baby.
He on the facts.
I didn't feel or hear anything about it, so I guess 2 on the Richter scale is like you can't even feel
2.6?
it.
2.6?
So, yeah, so halfway, 2.5, but nothing.
That's enough.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's enough. I'm walking around. Well, I wasn't walking around, but yeah.
I'm trying to think what I can claim for my house insurance because of that.
Okay, like we ain't gonna say no names of who be trying it. They like, oh yeah, this happened, so let's get it. They like outside the perimeters.
The window, and my PlayStation 4 was a 5 because of the earthquake. You know what I'm saying? I need that for my insurance policy.
A mess. So we got a great show planned for you today. We're gonna jump right in. We got so many hot topics. I want to put this out here for the lovely people. Nick the Voice is not feeling well, so let's keep her lifted up in prayer, okay? Got to give a shout out to the girl. Let's get this show going because we got a lot going on. So if y'all hear something in the background, that's why I wanted to give y'all that information. If you hear something in the background, that's the people walking up and down the hall. I can't tell them to be quiet. I'm definitely not about to tell no prom goers to be quiet. You know, look, it'll get quiet when that'll be like checkout. It'll get quiet at the end of the show.
They should be on their way to see the point right about now.
Do they still do that?
I don't know.
The amusement park. AmberDee, did y'all go to the amusement park the day after the prom? Did you go to the prom?
I went to prom, but I went solo, and no, I didn't do anything. But I know other people had parties, after parties, and stuff like that. And young people definitely still go to Cedar Point.
Mel, it's been 30 years.
Listen here. You put yourself in that bracket. The people don't know how many years it's been for me.
Right. For me. I was saying for me, man.
Okay.
For me.
Okay. But listen, it was a lot of years, though. And you'd be like, wait a minute. But we had to, like, you went to the prom, and then the after party was the same night of the prom. And then the after party was the Cedar Point, and you and your prom date dressed alike, or whoever you was dating.
Same colors.
Yeah, y'all dressed alike to go to the amusement park, and everybody knew that was your person. Okay?
Limos.
Everything.
Had a limo. Everybody had a limo back
Everything. Listen,
Yeah.
let me tell you how much I used to. My stuff is so calculated. We're just gonna bring us to today's show. So, when I went to the after prom, remember when the Magnum came out? That roller coaster.
The car. Okay. Oh, the car. Yeah.
The roller coaster.
Oh.
Yeah.
Prom roller coaster. Stay with me.
I was thinking the
Okay, so stay with me, people. So when the Magnum came out, the lines was like so long, like 2 hours or whatever, and I was standing in line. So my date, we dressed alike. I was standing in line and it's hot. He disappears. I ain't even big on roller coasters all like that. So then finally I get out of line after 45 minutes, maybe an hour. I probably stayed an hour talking. I get out of line, so he comes back. Now, you can come back all you want. You coming back with a slushie. She ain't got a slushie? Excuse me? Okay. Now, he came back with one. He said it was for me, but guess what? Bye, I see you. I seen one coming up, so I get out of line. So now, guess what? You want in this line, you stay in this line. All the way back there. So then he gets upset. Oh my God, I can't believe you got out of line and da-da-da-da. Now, here's the thing. So he's walking ahead of me because he's upset. We're dressed alike. So now everybody in the park know, I don't like that kind of attention. Everybody in the park know that he upset and he leaving her behind because they got the same outfit on. So what do Petty LaBelle do? I run up, boom, boom, boom. I get ahead of him and then I start walking. So now I look like I'm mad at him. And listen, I can hear the people was like, oh, she heated, she upset. It was so funny.
That story tells me how the night before went.
What do you mean the night before?
Nothing. Let's continue. Exactly.
Well, I feel like, so it started because of the slushie.
No, it started because it was 100 degrees outside and you got me standing in the line.
Why would he tell you, like, hey, I'm going to go get us a slushie?
No, that's true. Could have did that.
I feel like that's common sense.
Could have did that. We young, but I want to get back to what he talking about how the night before. So you thinking like people like the way this hotel was rocking last night?
It was a non-smashing evening.
He said a non-smash.
He was in his feelings.
He said he talking about a non-smashing evening the night before.
You see how I seen right through that?
Right. I think Nate has a great point.
I'm cursed. I seen right through that.
Okay, but wait. Dude, that doesn't mean like if you go to the prom with somebody, that doesn't mean you sleep with him that night.
There's a hope.
Is it?
What?
God.
Even now, because like everybody's so out with that right now. I don't think it probably like went.
In your day, I'm trying to say period appropriate.
Where is my sound effects? Shots fired.
Yeah. Hey, just look at the lips. They're big enough. Just show you AmberDee.
Amber was like, yeah, it's like, don't talk about it your day. No. So you're right. You ran right through that. No, wasn't on that.
That's why he was like,
yeah, because I feel like just to walk off and not say where he was going, like that was low key, like little petty energy.
You think so?
Petty.
Because I'll tell you everything that happened. What? You going with Mel? Man, you ain't going. Yeah, we gonna be nothing. All the fellas talking. His boys is like, next morning, he come out, they looking at him, he's just like, they're like, I told you you wasn't. Now he in the line in a hotline with you. And you trying to make sense.
You said a hotline with me. Look, wait, put no matching outfits. Now I'm looking, put no matching outfits. I'm screaming now. Like, what?
He was like, whatever. Let me go and get it. Stay there.
Exactly. That was that whatever energy. That's why he didn't tell you he was going to go get a slushie.
Amber, can you tell me I'm cursed? Please, just tell me I'm cursed. I see this. Be straight to.
Stay right here. We got a great show planned for you today. Today's topic is, does a woman's self-esteem manifest in their choices? So if you see that S up there, I didn't add some extra like I went to prom. Stay right here. We'll be right back. All right, AmberDee, cook your meal, baby. Let's get started because, listen, we're behind the 8 ball today.
Because Mel's on tour.
I'm on tour. And don't have all my stuff, but I'm going to make it happen. All right. Let's hurry up and get into these hot topics. Shout out to, not shout out, I guess rest in peace, but a shout out, Jim Brown. If you don't know, now you know, but I'll help you out, guys. If you are a fan of I'm Gonna Get You Sucker, he played in that. Cleveland Browns, if you're a Cleveland Browns fan, I probably shouldn't even be talking about that. I know, right? But I'm gonna give it to you. He's a legend. Look him up. That's all I got. Me and they like, but I'm gonna give it to him. I'm gonna give it to him. All right, listen, I got so much to cover, so let's go. All right, color themed parties. How do you feel about color-themed parties? And for the listening audience, here's the number, 619-902-2287, 619-902-2287. Let me hurry up and put that on here so you guys can go ahead and call in and voice your opinion live because your girl want to hear what you got to say, okay? All right. How you feel about the color-themed parties? Like, you have to wear this color, you have to wear that color.
I think it's super cute.
Okay.
Because I like getting dressed up. I have, like, an okay-sized wardrobe. And I like, an objective. I like clear instructions. So, I think it's great.
Okay, go ahead, Nate. What you think?
Boo. It's a reason for women to shop. And especially if your color is like sea coral green or something like that. I got no sea coral in my damn closet. Now I got the dress because of you, and I'm not going to wear it again. I'm wearing sea foam more than once. Why am I spending this money to look good in sea foam? No. Just have a nice party.
Sea foam is one of my legit favorite colors.
Is it?
It is. Like a soft pastel green, yes.
That explains a lot. That explains a lot. But no. Unless it's black, white, maybe red.
Okay.
But, you're going to come with, yes, wear mother of pearl white with the hint of daffodil yellow. What? And women be like, ooh, okay.
So it gets extreme. But watch this. Let me say this. Those, if you are a person who really don't want to go to a party, it works. The color themed parties work in their favor. Why, you asked?
Yes, why now?
Because you don't call the person back. And then when they see you, be like, hey, you didn't come to the party. Be like, I didn't have that color. Boom.
See, I'm usually a photographer for the event, so I just stay in vendor black.
But you know what, though? And here's the thing. It's disrespectful to go to someone's color-themed party, I'm using air quotes for the listening audience, in another color. But to me, it puts more pressure. Do you want the gift, or do I have to buy an outfit to come to your party and bring a gift?
I'm going to do that. I'm going to be like, hey, I had to buy this seafoam suit with the yellow daffodils, so... Happy birthday.
That's
I spent your money on this outfit.
Christ. Go ahead, AmberDee, what you got?
I would say, so it's a colored themed birthday party.
Yeah. Most of them are.
Well, no, when I think of colored parties, it's just like at a nightclub and it's not nobody's birthday.
Huh?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a different generation.
Yeah, I think, but no, that's for a birthday, you're doing too much. Be grateful anybody's coming. Be grateful you get any gifts. No.
Now, boom, I'm glad you said that. So I'm having this conversation, right? I'm having this conversation on the road, actually. And we were talking about different types of people. And you have your investors, which are mostly narcissists. And believe it or not, we'll go deep into it. Where they're investors, so they throw a party to gain something. I'm like, I'm going to throw this party. Hopefully, I'll flip my money. You know what I mean? There's a purpose behind it, and the purpose is to gain revenue. Then you have those who say, hey, I'm throwing this is me. I'm having a birthday party. You ain't got to worry about a gift. I don't even care about that. And if you know me, I'd be like, just come, let's celebrate, kick it. And it's all about the good time and the memories. So I'm letting you people know out there, if I invite you somewhere, I'm not tripping about no gift. Don't go out your way and be like, oh, I don't have a gift. I feel like, listen, come and have a great time. That's gift enough for me. Real talk. What'd you say, Dave?
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's the truth. It's the truth. Hey, we got to put this up here. Go ahead, AmberDee. Read that comment.
So Nicole Keller Grace of Facebook said, "Good morning, love and miss y'all."
Yeah, get well, sis. Get well, sis. We missed you too. Look, just talking about her. Look. pray for our sis, okay? Well, you have people who get gifts and then they get upset and they be like, everybody came and I didn't get anything. And it's like, did you have the party to gain or did you have the party to have a good time and celebrate you? Because see, I could kick it. It could be, listen, it could be me. And I could kick it and have a wonderful time.
I'm like most of the females I see. My birthday is about 3 times a year. And I walk around with the big plume and just try to get some money.
I did that for the whole weekend. The money flower for the whole weekend.
Now I just walk around. It's my birthday. Cash App and NPW.
Cash App. Okay, boom. Let's hurry up and get to the next one. Go ahead, AmberDee. What you got real quick?
I consider travel, like the expense and effort to travel, as a gift. So if I'm inviting, and they're coming from 2 hours away, 3-4 hours away, like that is the gift.
Right.
That's a lot, you know. Or if somebody's traveling from out of state to come to your party, I think it's actually quite rude to expect them to get a gift, and and either, you know, they have to pack and they have to stay overnight, or they got to get a hotel room. That's ridiculous.
Yeah. Okay. So, and I'm with you. I'll be happy the person is there because I'm not looking for anything. You know, let's celebrate. So you're right. But then you have those who travel, like you said, hotel to a whole nother state like Florida. Right. And then it's like, oh, they didn't get you nothing? Mm-hmm. Yeah, brought me.
Yeah, that's great. But I feel like my significant other and my kid, I'd expect a gift. Like, it could, obviously my kid, it could be like a handmade gift, you know.
Those are much more important. Much more important.
I know. I have all my kids, like, little arts and stuff I've kept through the years.
I still do, too.
I expect a gift from my kid and then my partner. That's it.
Okay. Let's talk this Cash App thing. How do you feel about females posting their Cash App? Is it like checking the cup?
No.
Well, I mean, hey.
Do like this. Check a cup.
Well, I tell you one female I hate doing it. It's my granddaughter. Yes, 11-year-old Nyla Woodard. You better say hi to me instead of just sending a request. I'm your grandfather. Demand more.
Listen. No, that's cool, though. I can respect that. I can respect that request from a parent or grandparent.
Give me a hi, grandpa. Give me a, hey, grandpa, how you doing today?
But that's better than doing it publicly. It's better than doing it publicly. Now, for a man to post his Cash App on social media is so spicy. like,
Can you define the word spicy in that sentence, ma'am? Is it rainbow in color?
Okay. No. Yeah.
See?
Spicy is spicy.
Does it drink Bud Light? The spicy.
Probably not. Probably out of a glass like this.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I would say that it's that, like, he's living his best life. Hey, girl, how are you doing? Like, he's destitute. Like,
yeah, like that is so. That is straight.
Off topic.
No. That is. We got to stay on because we behind. Listen, we running behind.
I know.
That is so tacky. Like, sir, like, okay.
I give you my
almost the same. You know what? Here's the thing. Almost the same as. Look, I'm getting the back to her. Almost the same as he fixing his boy's plate. Now that's spicy.
When has that ever happened?
Yeah.
I've never even witnessed that.
That messed my taste buds up right there.
So you're not going to a party, you bring your boy and then you fix his plate. They're spicy.
Okay, so I'm serious. Like, when has that ever happened though, for real?
I ain't saying that, but go ahead, Nate. What you talking about for me to what?
When if you've witnessed that, then that's scary. Yeah, no.
Right on. All right, on to the next one. Shout out to Holly Bailey. Holly Bailey is the Black Little Mermaid. You know, it's coming out. Her doll. Well, she did a video about her doll, her Little Mermaid doll, which was amazing. And it was back in April, the end of April, and it's still on back order.
Dude, I'm glad you said that.
I'm gonna get one.
The Princess and the Frog. I was down in I was at Disney World with her. We kicked it, Noni.
Okay.
I took pictures with her and everything, but she signed like 4 of my dolls, and I gotta see what they're worth now. But if you can get those dolls, get them. But I have them signed. I got pictures with her and everything. I will show you. But I mean, yeah, we had a great time. But I have like 4 of those dolls. They were really hard to get, but I have them signed by her.
Okay, well, you go ahead and you get Holly Bailey's. Now it was some controversy. Yeah. Now it was controversy. I got to stay on task here. Work with me, people. It was some controversy with why are we changing? Why does the Little Mermaid have to be black? Why are we changing from the original? Let me finish. I'm about to take you off the screen. Why? Why does she have to be black? Why can't she be white? All that good stuff. Well, the black Twitters went off, people. The black Twitters had a problem. Okay. You remember the controversy, right? And it's still going on. It's ongoing. Why can't it be a white one? I never seen a black mermaid. Well, somebody on black Twitter said, out of all the slaves that y'all threw overboard, you surprised it's a black mermaid?
Good clapback.
That was the best.
I applaud me.
I was like, ow!
I'm saying, well, y'all got a white Jesus, so I mean.
Well, I think regardless of, people always have something to say, especially when it comes to any creative endeavor. But from what I've read recently, it is playing in theaters now. It is projected to be, it might be, because I think Aladdin was the highest grossing live action remake that's been done so far. But it might surpass Aladdin's live action remake.
Really?
And that's for worldwide sales. I guess it's getting a lot of it. It makes sense, like a lot of traction in other countries as well. Plus all merchandising sales and the press tour and all that good stuff. So definitely, I remember there was so much controversy when they first announced Halle Bailey's casting in the role. And I was like, oh, this might not go over well, but I'm going to support anyway. But I could see it being a flop. And it seems like that's not the case. So kudos to them. And I'll be seeing it in theaters. It's been probably 3-4 years since I've been in a theater. So
okay, so you're going to go and you will support.
To get in the theater.
All right, let me tell y'all about the I, the R, and the S. The I, and the R, and the S, yes, people, we have been dealing with this for a while. And we feel like, why are y'all auditing all the black people? It's true. It's true. What's true about it? It is true that, yes, we are audited 5 times more than other races.
You shouldn't have had no way. You uppity. Listen to why. I got to give you guys this information because this is for real. Because of the earned income credit. Okay. So I guess we file for earned income credit more. I don't know. And the preparation. So, you be like, listen here, you go to wherever place you go to get your taxes done. They be like, oh, you getting $5. You be like, no, forget that. I'm about to go to my cousin and she about to hook me up. I'm not getting $5 back. See you. I have done that. I'll never forget. We got married. We went down there, did it the right way. Then people talk about some $400. Excuse me? And I know what I paid. I was like, let me tell you, baby, let me tell you, I politely wait. My husband's sitting over there, right? I politely got up. This is our first year married. I politely got up, gathered my things off their desk, and said, thank you, but no thank you. He's still sitting there because he don't know what's going on. I looked at him. I was like, let's go. We got in the car. I was like, yeah, I'm about to go over to so-and-so. They've been doing my taxes for so long, and I got way more than that. Already had it planned because I was like,
You owe, because that's what was happening. He was owing. He was owing, so we get 400. Wait a minute. I usually get like 5 G's back. You get 400. So I done did this the right way. We done get married, and we doing this joint.
There is
and I'm losing. No. So your girl, guess what? Yes, I ain't nobody slow up in this mug. Let me go over here, get my stuff done, get my stuff done, give me my 5 G's. We'll pay your taxes, and we still win.
So you went over to Samantha's tax fish dinners.
I went to Net Soul Food, chicken and waffles, and get your taxes done right back in the back. Okay.
I guess I've always had simple tax returns.
Okay.
I filed, online with the free. There's like three or 4 sites you can file for free.
Well, back then, I said it was my first year. It was my first year marriage. So back then, it's nice how y'all got the internet and stuff. We didn't have access to that.
It takes like 10 minutes.
Nah, we was handwriting stuff, mailing it in, waiting, snail mail.
Now later, I need some documentation on them now later. So that was that. But here's the thing. So with the IRS, they wanted to go in and research to see what the heck was going on. It was like, no, we need to press this and see what's happening. So the IRS, they admitted to it and they say yes. And I gave you the reasons why. But what they actually said was it's artificial intelligence. So I'm like, is this some type of, algorithm bias? Like, help me out. And then the main question is, let's be real talk. Let's talk. Let's be real here. Artificial intelligence. Y'all know what that is? Yep.
Okay. So my question is, who's programming it?
It's sad. Elon Musk said the other day. Now, Elon Musk got a couple dollars and got resources behind it.
Okay.
He said he's way more scared of AI than the nuclear holocaust. He said the exponential math that it learns for itself, it's scary. And that scared me because it's Elon Musk for one. And if AI, the movie I'm making myself is going to be about AI, that once it learns, it truly learns.
Sir, you got to pay for advertising. You can't be just sitting there throwing out your stuff you about to do. Oh, shop talk with Mel. What in the world?
I'm taking you with me, Mel. I'm taking you with me.
I don't know if I want to go down that rabbit hole. I'm trying to stay under the radar.
Right. There's actually another gentleman, not Elon Musk, but he was one of the pioneers of AI technology who said the same thing. And he was like one of the whistleblowers for whatever, like the UN or some convention. And he said, he was very adamantly against it and very vocal about it. So it's a real concern. It's legitimate.
Terminator would
but you can, as far as the taxes go, I literally just had this experience. I actually had to file an extension this year for a week because my submission kept getting rejected. It'll get rejected in 24 hours because a person is not receiving it. Like, it's automated. And I was entering the numbers in wrong. I was entering the wrong number, like in the wrong column. And so you can tell it's all automated. Like, you're not, it's just like, but then it's like, you get your refund in like 10, 15 days.
Girl, y'all can hold on. Send it when you send it. Let me do it. Let me handwrite it and let somebody read it. All these people out of jobs. Like, listen, all these people out of jobs. Y'all seen back when they shut down, what was it, Ohio Bell? Yes, I'm dating myself.
My mom. That's what my mom lost her. She was there 23 years.
And it's like, wait, we losing jobs. And it seems good. Just like I had a problem. I talked about that with Walmart. They got these things where you just go and just check yourself out. I'm sorry, I don't work here. And the only way I'm checking myself out is if you could tell me when my vacation is and it's going to be paid. Man. Otherwise, I'm going to stand in this line. And the problem is the workers that's there, they're looking at doing the least work, but not realizing you're about to have no work.
Even McDonald's, you go to the screen.
I'm not going to a kiosk to order no McDonald's.
They say by the year 2052, there will be no need for any human workforce.
And guess what? Let them fail.
Digital currency. Once they go to digital currency, you can't do hair in your house for a couple dollars. Everything is taxed. Everything. They know.
Well, that's how you track it.
And everything. And the AI, I don't know. I don't know how the planet's going to survive. It is truly the Terminator. You remember Skynet? When Skynet came
I ain't see that. So guess what that means? That means live today. Because y'all, we don't know what's happening tomorrow. But let me tell you, since you brought up McDonald's, that case where that little child was burnt on her thigh. A mom had took her child, I want to say it was in Florida, took her child through the drive-thru in McDonald's. And that case was actually settled a few days back. But no, it wasn't the coffee. The coffee was early 90s. Because that made it. And that was before social media and everything. Well, this lady, she takes her child through the drive-thru. She gets the nuggets, give it to her child. The nugget dropped on the child's thigh and it left scarring. And this was about I want to say 2019-20. Don't quote me on it, guys. You guys can check it out for yourself. But that case actually came up and she won the lawsuit against McDonald's. Now,
for what? Fresh food?
No, it was over. It had to come straight out the grease. The temperature,
right.
They said was like 200 degrees.
Right, to leave a scar.
Go ahead, what you got?
So I did want to mention, since we're talking about this, the case in the 90s of the woman who sued McDonald's for having hot coffee.
The coffee, yeah.
So, and this is a great example of the power of like internet and media. So what wasn't widely shared about that case was, yes, she was served hot coffee at McDonald's and it burned her. What wasn't really shared was that she received third-degree burns.
Yes.
On her genitalia and her labia fused.
Labia.
Sorry.
That's
but,
all right. I got you.
But,
That's the lady part.
imagine that. And then they're like, she's suing because she's petty. I'm like, I literally just learned this recently and my mouth fell open.
You should get some more money.
Like,
Yeah.
I was just like, oh my God, like, that is horrific.
Now here's the thing, and just like because Nate brought it up, he was like the coffee. We remembered that coffee situation, and here's what's interesting: it was big back then. We didn't have social media, so now it's big. This is bringing light back to her issue.
Yeah, right? Because I felt like the McDonald's media engine really tried to spin it as if she was just this really petty, money-hungry person who, was just trying to get their money. And, like, the whole genitalia damage wasn't even, people didn't even know that.
Well, we did. And that's what I'm saying. And it spread. Just
more money.
Look, it spread in the magazines because we were reading magazines. That's how we got our information. So now we got the internet. We're able to do it. It's just tragic. But so the moral of the story here is, in this case, we tend to, mothers, aunts, whoever, if you're a child care provider, you tend to just go, boom, and pass it to the back. Because your child is back there. Here's your food, boom, and not check it. So what we need to do is to ensure that our children are safe and adults. And I'm going to tell you why. Check your bag anyway, because how many times you get out and then you be like, oh my gosh, the line is long and your order's wrong. I don't care who I'm holding up in the back. I need to make sure my stuff is right. Okay?
And I'm paying with pennies.
Now you go in with them pennies, okay? But make sure you check your child's food. Make sure it's not hot before you give it to the child. If you're going to give them a fry, break it open first because the outside, it's crusted. Just make sure that potato part is not really hot before you give it to your child. I just had to put that out there. That's what I do. Jamie Foxx. Listen, y'all. Jamie the Fox. Jamie Foxx is the only person I know in history that we don't know. Well, there's a few people on Facebook that say pray, don't ask questions. But he is the only celebrity that we still don't know what happened. Now, why is it important? Now, I'm going to tell you. Why is it important to know what happened? Because if it's something that may be contagious, and probably shouldn't even, I'm not even going to say it because then they're going to flag me. For what our pandemic we're in, but they say we're out of. I need to know, is there something that I need to do to prevent? Because I'm one of those people that'll listen and learn. I don't have to experience everything. So what could have happened? What happened to him? I don't want to happen to me. So maybe I'll make sure I watch. But anyway, I'm going to give you guys this information. He is in a rehab facility in Chicago. Now, This particular rehab facility in Chicago that he is at is for stroke aftercare. Am I saying he had a stroke? No. It's a secret. This is an ancient Chinese secret. But I am saying that particular facility that he's at is for after stroke care. So take care of yourselves, people. If you feel stressed, relax. Do like me. If I'm stressed and I'm talking to somebody and they stressing me out, I won't answer the phone. I'll hang up. I'll be like, this is boring. Gotta go. If you're in the middle of a crisis, I'm so serious. Call it rude. If you're if you're in the middle of a crisis and you need to talk to somebody and people don't want, they'll be like, oh, I don't want to hang up right now. I'll be like, listen, call so and so. I gotta lay down. Like, because that stuff is so heavy. Like, I can't talk right now. This is not for me right now. You have to find another person. You don't have to say you have to find another person. Just say, hey, can I call you later? And then give them about a week. Maybe they find somebody else. I'm telling you, this stuff is for real. Because people will put their stresses on you. And you'll find yourself worrying more about their problem than they are. Depending on the type of person that you are. And it's a no-go. It's not good for anybody. Hey, I gave you guys the number 619-902-2287 if you want to call in and voice your opinion loud. We can ready to get on it. We're going to touch on this hot our topic for today. I think that's it for the hot topics. That's enough because we know Florida's Florida. He doing what he doing. And he running for office. He running to be the president. He signed all this new stuff. I'm talking about DeSantis. So y'all better get out there and vote. I'm so serious. Watch it. And the people that don't vote, listen.
Shut up.
Yeah.
If you don't vote, shut up.
Yeah. Yeah, but we can listen. I'm gonna tell you this. We know how like Trump got in. Remember when Trump got in? People was voting for the gorilla. What was it, Harambe? Remember the Harambe thing? People was like, oh, he saved the child. Yeah, they was like, I don't like Hillary or Trump, so I'm gonna vote for the gorilla. And then bam. So like this stuff is for real. And if you have a problem with the way things are being run, make sure that you do your part. That's all I got to say. It's important. Now, does a woman's self-esteem manifest in her choices, AmberDee?
I think so, definitely. Because your choices for your mate is an indicator of what you're willing to tolerate. Like, and whether you're a man or a woman, your romantic relationship will greatly impact the quality of your life, either negatively or positively.
What you got, Nate?
Yeah, definitely. It definitely is. I mean, if you only try to play the game that you know you can win. So, I mean, if you don't feel that you have the tools to get that type of man or whatever the case may be, you won't try it. Your self-esteem won't allow it. It's like another story, I know.
I agree with you on that because I'm not entering in a contest that I know I have no chance in winning.
Right. Yeah.
Self-esteem. And from some of the males, I'm not saying all the males, the less attractive women smash you back better because they have a point to prove. So their self-esteem ain't as high and they're going to fight you back. Versus the pretty girls who can just get it and have it. We'll live there.
We'll just later. I don't have to do any work. Well, later.
I'm pretty. If my self-esteem is high, you're lucky to be here. Be blessed. I'm going to bless you. Be blessed.
What you thinking about, AmberDee? Go ahead.
Nothing. No, I'm just like, I want to, have a nuanced opinion.
Go ahead.
I feel like on the one end, I absolutely agree with Nate. I've been accused of being a starfish, but then on the other end, I feel like it's just the energy, it's vibe, it's frequency.
Can I get her?
Yes, it is. She said no to be a part of starfish. I'm done. Go ahead. What'd you say?
Can I get her? Go
ahead. What you got?
Amber, with the starfish situation, this is a guy that you really wasn't interested in. You're like, he's kind of cute. I'm bored. I scratch an itch. That was starfish. But the guy you was like, ooh, I really want him. You fought him back. You was, oh, where did he take that? Come on, tell me that. Say and they right again. Just say it. Say it.
I
Say it.
don't know.
Say it.
I don't know. I feel like like I said, I think it depends on. I mean, I can understand the whole
I
thing.
guarantee it.
Wait, Nate, let her finish.
But there's validity to that. But I wouldn't say it's like always the case, because I feel like sometimes, at least for me, when you're with someone and you're like, you know, you feel like you're punching above your grade level dating wise. Some people, when you're in that space, like it's like stage fright. You freeze up, you know, and then you're like not being yourself because you're so nervous, right? And so it would be like the same result, but only a different cause.
No, it's the same thing. It's the topic. It's the topic. If he was less, if he wasn't, you know, what's the word I'm looking for in the topic? If he wasn't if you felt you were the prize, it's starfish. But if he was the prize, you fighting for it.
Okay.
And listen, I wasn't there, and I'm betting money if that's how it went. And I wasn't even there. In that time, but that's the time when I was over my camera.
He said that time. Come on. I don't know. Do you?
Come on, Amber, let it go.
I don't know. I feel like to me, it's just like, as far as the fighting back, I think that comes with a level of comfort in my experience. That is a comfortability.
You know, because
I would agree. No, I gotta agree with her on that.
Okay.
Because I've been with guys where I was just like, oh my God, he's so amazing. And then just totally freeze up. Just, you know, it's stage fright. Yeah.
No, because you like, oh, I don't want this one to get away. Let me perform.
Oh, he said, let me perform. I want that.
After the stage fright, you said,
showtime!
I'm not going. Now you broke it down. But for that dude that you just like, I'm your blessing, yeah, whatever. What? Turn over? Why?
But I would definitely say, as far as the
wait, no, Nate, you hit the nail on the head talking about some turnover. We're like, for what?
You better be lucky you're here. You just better enjoy what you're enjoying this one time and be here. Yeah. So come on, Amber. We usually cool like that. Just say I'm right. Come on, I
think for the when you're not that into the guy, you're totally right. But when you're super into the guy, I feel like it's like 50-50.
What is the topic today?
Does a woman's self-esteem manifest in their choices?
Your self-esteem.
Mm-hmm.
Your self-esteem is high. Your choices you don't work for. But when you like, oh man, that he might be something.
I got something to prove.
Yeah, you're like, hold on. Here's my signature move. Let me turn over. That's what you say. Let me turn over.
What? Well, here's the thing, though. No, here's the thing. That to me, that's not like a self-esteem issue. In that it is, how's this party going? Is this party hype or not?
No.
Yeah, because when she said the starfish,
we're talking about a very specific component of a relationship. You know, the sexual component. But there's more. But if I'm thinking the whole person, the whole package, the whole relationship is definitely more associated with your self-esteem.
Okay.
A woman's self-esteem is based on what they can attract. What they can attract to them.
Whoa. I can't let you have that. I can't let you have that.
How many guys have you went after, Mel?
None.
Exactly. You attract them to you, correct?
Whoa, no, let me say this. I mean, I said, no, let me be, I'm okay. I'm going to share something with you fellas. We already know who we going to go after.
Exactly.
Do we act on it? No, listen, it's subtle. It's subtle, but we already chose y'all. So when you say, How many guys have you gone after?
None.
I haven't actually said, hey. No, I take that back because my ex-husband, I went after him. I just walked up to him and was like, listen, I don't need to know nothing but your name and your phone number. And I got it.
One.
Okay, so I gotta be transparent here. I did that.
In your 25 years of living, one. You went after one.
And I got souvenirs. I got 2 souvenirs.
In the guy's realm, we have to go after you. A woman's thing is to, okay, let me sit here and get him to come to me. There's no danger in that. You do some
but we set the stage though, so we already know.
Oh, okay, but guess what? If nobody coming to your stage, means it's up. You get that to come. No one wants to see the show. But if you got somebody who want to see the show and you set the stage for them, then they come after you. Whereas to us, we have to go. Hey, Amber, what's playing at the theater tonight? Nothing. Okay.
But watch this out. I'm gonna say this too. That might not work. My tactic might not work with everybody.
That's basic tactic. That's woman.
But let me say this. You men are hunters. Mm-hmm. And you have to choose us. So when you play that game, I'm gonna be honest, when you play that game like I did, then you have to go and be like, okay, now I got your attention. Now it's time for you to chase me and show me what you have to offer. Now that's how that has to go. But what's happening that I see now in relationships are women are very aggressive and then they're paying the bills. And yo dude spicy on Facebook talking about cash at me. And it's like a whole role reversal. Something's wrong.
It is. And that has to do with her whole thing. And this can...
But I don't see that being a self-esteem issue, or it could be, because it could be a front as well.
I can agree.
Talk to me. I'm looking at y'all with the comments. Talk to your girl. Call in. I'm telling you, call in, text, or put it on the comments, because we'll read them live.
Even though I'm not on this show to agree, I agree, man.
we know you're the antagonist up in here. Yeah. We know. Now, I do have to put this in here because it matters. Same question posed. Does a black woman's self-esteem manifest in their choices?
Yes, more so. Because you're amplified. You're the most disrespected thing on the planet. And it's sad, but what you do is amplified. Look, those barbaric women. Look at those black women. Or anything.
But is it because y'all so whack that we have to step up?
Who's y'all? Who's the y'all you were referring to?
A lot of chosen black men. You see I did that. You see I did that. A lot of chosen black men.
Hold on.
Chosen.
Yeah, I got it.
Go ahead, pop your knuckles and let's converse.
All right, ready?
I'm ready.
The chosen black men went through a whole lot to be that chosen category.
But is that our fault?
No, it's not your fault. But guess what? He wants someone that understands what he had to go through and just be there.
He wants a mother. He wants a mother.
Ma'am, we went over this before. What can your son do that makes you stop loving him?
Nothing.
Well, guess what? I have a mother to feel the same way. And watch this. If I got with you and we had a son, my son don't have to clean his room. You're gonna clean up behind him. He don't have to respect you. He has to respect you, but he don't have to do what you say. He can give you all his slack, and you will still be there for him, and you will do for him.
Ask my son. You got to ask my son on this one because he'll be.
AmberDee.
Yeah, I'm like my son will be like, no.
What to do for your child or your son? Now I'm gonna marry you and take responsibility and take care of you, and you won't even give me that. You won't give me that. You won't give me the same respect that you'll give your son.
It's earned. See, here's the difference. Here's the difference. When you have a child, that child is part you and part that father, but your blood run through those veins. Some dude coming in, you got to earn that spot. I'm not getting ready to give you my everything. You got to...
Or the child's father. Or your husband.
It would be I would say my husband. Child's father, baby daddy, all that extra stuff, no.
You're absolutely right. Now, as a father, as a single father, I raised my children and I told them, I'm raising you to leave me. I like walking around here butt naked, just swinging. That's my goal. So guess what? When they got old enough to get out on their own, they did that. But as a father, and studies show that they're better parents, they left the house and they need me, I'm there. But I'm not interfering or anything like that.
And that's probably from the man being the provider and the mother being the nurturer.
More, but the thing is, the study, I'm going to have to put...
Go ahead. You're right, though.
The kids, the people that are in prison either come from single homes. The ones that don't go to prison come from conjoined parents, and with their natural parents, or just with their father.
That's a lie.
I'm going to find it, and we will bring it up later.
You can find it all day, but my 8 years working in corrections, baby, that's a lie. Because I'm going to tell you what happens. And I'm going to tell you what happens. Most of the people that are in there, that's probably like some old 80s type statistics. But let me say this. Let me tell you this. I don't know who signed the paper because, you know, the statistics, they just mail them out. And if you fill them out, you send them in, they go off of those statistics. And if you're like me, you toss them. But this is what I'm going to say. But the stats are important. It is not that. You have right now with this generation, there are so many two-parent households, children that are products of the system. Why is that? I'll tell you why. Because you have both parents being the head of the household. You have a two-parent household where there's no order or structure. Okay? You have a two-parent household where the child want to just, air quotes for the listening audience, fit in. So they just go do something abstract like rob a Subway for no reason. And I'm like, you ain't even got that many people coming in there. Who robs a Subway? Give McDonald's, 50 billion served. My thing is, you got to stay focused and understand who your child is. So to say that a single mother, most single parent households, their children are going, nope, because we are more harder on ours than others. Now, it depends on the individual. So I'm going to give you that. And this goes back to our topic. Does a woman's self-esteem manifest in her choices? Let me finish. Single mothers, please hear me clear. And I'm just going to put these facts out there. A single mother, if you want to know who she is attracted to, she will dress her son to the guy she's attracted to. She'll teach her son the things that she wants in a man. So if you want to know that woman, that's what you'll have. Now, when you have these women out here and you dating a drug dealer, okay, and you have a child, understand this, ladies, and this is for my fathers who's raising daughters. Whoever you date, your child will mimic. Because your child, mama's boys, daddy's girls. Your child is going to want to make you proud. So guess what? Mom likes this type of guy. I'm going to become that type of guy. Now, those are the ones that probably are going to end up incarcerated. So you got to go back to the self-esteem and the choices that are made. So I'm with you on that. But you cannot stand here and tell me, I ain't going to allow it, that behind bars, or you find it all day long. I'm going to tell you being in it. I was so heartbroken. Because you have people staying together that should not be together and messing that child up more. And that's why they're in there. So that two-family household thing, sometimes it's best to just be like, we'll co-parent. And then that child, with that co-parenting, that child will look and be like, oh, that cat off the hook. Oh, he's strange. Oh, and they can see the difference in dynamics. And women, stop talking bad about your men, your baby daddies. Like, I can't believe this, and your daddy ain't this, and your daddy ain't that. Because guess what? You made that choice. And you're telling your child that you made bad decisions. Go ahead. Wait, we got a comment. Hold on, Nate. Go ahead, AmberDee.
So yeah, there is Nate.
Who is it?
Oh, the statistics are accurate. But I think as far as when it comes to the Black community, the issue is that first of all, single mother households are very pervasive in the Black community, and the issue is that a lot of people blame all the issues in the Black community on single Black mothers.
Yes, that's where my fight is at.
Myself, as a Black woman, I don't see what is the benefit of you having a baby unwed in the Black community when you're going to be blamed for everything. Your child is more than likely going to resent you. There's been tons of study done on this, on like child psychology when they're coming from a broken home, and then they're going to grow up into men, as we can see right now, who will blame everything on the person that chose to give you life, the parent that chose to stay. Like, there is literally, like, if you look at it from a logical perspective as a woman, there is no benefit to birthing children out of wedlock, especially in the Black community.
Okay. All right. Wait. Let's go to the comment. We gotta go to the comment. Go ahead, AmberDee.
Okay. So Peanut Pew, I'm sorry.
Yeah, Pew.
Facebook said, I raised 2 sons and they are not locked up. They graduated and went and graduated college. Yes. So, and that's wonderful. But like Nate said, I mean, that's not the general data. And I will, as far as the 2-parent thing, I wanted to mention Jay Morant and his current situation and how that relates to T.I. and his son. And both of those 2 Black males came from a 2-parent household. And I think it's a cultural issue, okay, because both of their parents are either hood rats or they romanticize criminal culture. You know, they make it cute. And so now their kid who's coming from affluence, who has everything going from them, is in there waving a gun on IG Live. And I promise you, there's at least a handful of Black people, Black women, Black men, making excuses for his behavior.
Yes.
The stupidity of losing that contract.
Yes.
You know, so to Mel's point, yeah, it's not a 2-parent issue. It's a culture issue. And it's not even just what you allow your child to be exposed to. You can shelter your child all you want. You cannot shelter your child from reality and the world. And especially in my opinion with a son, Black male culture is incredibly problematic because it romanticizes criminal activity, deviance, and just general degeneracy.
And where does that usually come from?
It's coming from Black men, because again, we're seeing it with 2-parent households, single parent households, and then, and if it really comes down to the destabilization of the Black family unit, so that's 2 people. Everything, again, this goes back to not everything is the Black woman's fault, but because that's the narrative, it takes 2 people to make a marriage. So it's an issue between Black men and Black women failing to come together and create stable family units.
Here's something. What's the word I keep looking for in today's topic? The self-esteem.
Self-esteem.
A woman, she's the most powerful thing on the planet. It has to start with her. It has to. And her self-esteem is high. And she carries herself in a certain way. All of the stuff we're talking about would not happen. Because it starts with her. Okay.
I want you to complete your thought, and then I want to.
I mean, I was going to rant off about it.
Okay, let me say this. Okay. Yes, it starts with her. Let's be real. A woman can have high self-esteem. That Black man could come in that house and let me do me, baby. And that Black man can come in that house and tear her self-esteem down, because this stuff happened. They knock that wall down. It does. And then, boom, we're together. Watch this. We're together. And then you leave the home. So her self-esteem is no longer where it was. And it's like, when I got with you, watch this. When I got with you, I liked you because you did A, B, C, and D. And then now you conquered her. And she is making decisions off of her heart. and bam, you leave her. Now her self-esteem is shot and you're gone. And here we got souvenirs, which is a child. Now what? Let me put these comments up, okay? Go ahead.
So Kina Pugh of Facebook said, Nate is right. It starts at home.
Okay, and wait a minute. We got another comment. Hold on one second.
Maurice Hines Jr. of Facebook said, when a mother downgrades the father by brainwashing the son, like your father is full of crap because the father trying to show his son a different type of love. So to his comment, I feel like that's just one of the very common results of co-parenting. And when you're attempting to blend families, and this goes back to something I said a long time ago, which is that, co-parenting is always going to be secondary to a healthy two-parent household, because when you're no longer together, you're in two separate households, you have different beliefs, you have different parenting styles, you have different ideologies. That's just going to make everything that much more challenging and complicated. Please be more careful about who you choose to procreate with. That is for men and for women.
But a woman's self-esteem dictates all of this.
No.
No matter.
No, see, okay. So, and that's, to me, that is the problem. We're putting everything on the woman. Everything comes down to women. It's all on you, black women. It's all on your choices. Where is the accountability for black men? Where is black man's position? Where is black man's leadership? Where is black man's control? Does the black man control anything?
No, we don't.
So that is a victim mentality. You are choosing to be powerless, and that is not something a woman can submit to. How can you lead behind a man who has no control?
Exactly.
Has no
but guess
influence.
what? That's your choice.
But if you don't have power, why do you want women to submit?
And I think at this point it doesn't matter. I think that all black women, since we control everything, look at the situation
but you
and
control
make
it from the wrong standpoint. You control it from a wrong standpoint.
What's the wrong one? Yes, I'm ready.
You control it because of your emotions and your feelings. It has to feel good. It doesn't have to be right. It has to be right to you. A man says, no, we have to do this. And that's what it is. It ain't because I like it or because I feel a certain way. It's because it has to be. Women are the most powerful thing, but you lead with emotion and how you're feeling. And just like you said earlier, Mel, it crushed my soul. A woman is going to dress her boy to the man she wants to be. She's going to create her husband. That's why, as a single man, when I was single, I would never deal with a woman with a single. I would never deal with a single woman with a male child, because that is her king. She would do everything for that boy. He would never be wrong. You will throw a daughter away from him, and that's just.
I ain't about to do no Mr. and Celie. I ain't throwing my child away.
I'm saying you. You're saying you. I'm saying in the majority, in the masses, a woman with a male child. She's going to dress him. She's going to treat him like the man she wants, but can't get. And then this dude got his mama buying him everything, got his mama doing him everything for him, and then you throw him out there, and you be like, would you marry this dude? Would you marry your son? If you can't say, yeah, I'll marry my son, you get him a disservice. If you can't say,
that's a point.
Son, you did yourself a disservice. But guess what? You raised him on emotion.
But watch this, and I like that. I like that point, Nate. I like that point, and I want you to finish it. When you said we raise them on emotion, that's good. That's good. Because you know what we do? What we do is this, and I'm not just talking about single women, like, okay, you just went out and just had a child. You could become single because you were married and got a divorce. You could become single because you were a widow, the whole nine. So I want to put that out there before I make this next statement. You said we do things on emotion. Absolutely, because if the father is absent, we feel like we have to, there's a need to overcompensate.
Well, okay, so I just feel like, yes, this is what normally happens. But as far as being solution oriented, and I've said this before, women, if you're in a situation, you have a child, and now you're a single mother, I believe that it is important for you to find a positive male role model for your son, and not just an uncle, cousin, grandpa, or whatever, a friend. But it is important to model healthy, romantic, i.e. sexual relationships for your child, because more than likely your child is just going to repeat whatever they're witnessing you partake in. So yeah, if you're a single mother, you should try to find a stepfather for your child.
And that's where submission comes in.
You gotta have the right stepfather, though.
Hold up now, because Nate just said for him personally, and there's a lot of men who agree with Nate, if they're childless, they won't date a single mother. Okay, well now you've eliminated a whole swath of men. Okay, fine, ladies. Open your options. Do what you need to do in order to create the healthiest home environment for your child, including having a positive male figure and demonstrating a healthy romantic connection.
I did. Hello?
Go ahead.
I'm live. Yo.
Go ahead. Say what you gotta say.
We're going to have
say what you go say. I'm trying to give you your point. Go ahead.
Oh, no. Sorry. I forgot. What I said is men will date a woman with a daughter, a single mom with a daughter, quicker than with a son, simply because that son is her everything. She's not going to disappoint her. She will give more love and attention to a son than she would her daughter. She'll throw that daughter away. So I've dated many single mothers, but I come in, and if they have a daughter, I introduce myself to that daughter's father, because I have to build a relationship with him if he's in the picture at all, to say, hey, I'm a man around your daughter. How are we as a village going to raise this girl? Because that's the way it should be.
Okay, I got to ask you this question. Wait. I got to ask this question real quick. So, with that being said, you date a woman and she has a daughter, and then the relationship doesn't work out. Do you still stay in contact with that daughter if you're going to raise it?
Yes.
Okay.
I still have a lot of sons. Only got 2 daughters. Rocky.
Come on, just go with it. Like, hey, look, come on. Don't be out here Nick Cannon. Don't be Nick Cannon and forget a child's name now.
Only 2 got these dimples in that gap. Only 2 of them got that. But I mean, the women that I dealt with, their children, I can call them, they call me, they ask me things. But the ones with daughters, it's important to me to build a village. Because 1, I'm an outside man. And 2, the father has to know, okay, me and this dude ain't got to get along. But for my daughter's sake, she has to see something. And 3, the mother has to be willing to submit to my authority. And I know.
Not if you ain't a boy. Bye. Go ahead, AmberDee.
I'm sorry, but to me, this sounds like a perpetuation of the cycle. Because I feel like when you compare the way black girls perform academically and socially compared to the way little black boys could perform socially and particularly academically, little black boys need more support. Little black boys need more of a village. So when black men, as Nate's position that he doesn't want to date a single mother with a son because of XYZ reasons, while those reasons may be valid, it's still perpetuating the cycle of raising up these deficient adult males. These males who don't have enough positive masculine influence, positive male role models, particularly black male role models, because men like Nate don't want nothing to do with little black boys.
Go ahead, AmberDee.
Williams Hines Jr. of Facebook said, if the father is so much of an issue, then why do women still continue to be with the man if he's not a great father? Well, I think that's because dating-wise, women will have poor selection, poor vetting of men, and then even though a lot of times it should be indicative based on how your relationship went during the dating phase, when he becomes a father, it turns into a crapshoot, and you wouldn't know unless he's already had children, or you've already had children with him. So the woman may not know that he's a crap father, but he was a crap boyfriend, and she chose to ignore that.
I got you.
And she shouldn't have. And then when it comes to like when you tell black women to choose better, and then they start choosing better, now it's, oh, you think you're too good for a black man like Ebony K. Williams, you know. And then so you got Ayanna Van Zant, who's one of the older generations that raised dusty men that black women, successful black women, don't want to marry or date because they feel it is stepping down. Now she's out here defending mediocre men. And then a few weeks later, we got Megan Good. You know, her career, her image, her branding over, you know, a man who's actively fighting domestic violence charges. See, this is the confusion. It doesn't make sense. We got Ayanna Van Zant talking about, well, you should be willing to be a bus driver when you are a lawyer, when you're a multimillionaire, when you're a celebrity, when you're an author.
Okay.
And then you got Megan Good out here with her cape on, trying to save a man who might not have beat some woman's butt. And she's getting dragged, and justly so. So, I mean, there is confusion.
So much.
Confusion. Because when black women start to choose better, when black women start having standards and say, you know, I'm only going to date a man who's on my level, I'm only going to deal with a man who has a degree, who has the same income as me, then it's, oh, you're abandoning the black community, and you think you're too good, and you're shaming black men. But no, step it up, because then we got Megan Good out here with stepping in her masculine energy because she wants to sit here and rebrand this fool's image because he done screwed up based on his own choices. Okay, that's why he got kicked out of Marvel, beating on women and stuff.
All content is alleged. For the listening audience, all content is alleged. I got to put that on there. Go ahead, Nate. What you got?
Don't put me on the screen by myself. That scares me. I need Amber.
You can get her to say what you got to say.
Okay. She said, okay, me and Amber, I need her. If we have a child, if you have a kid and I come in the house, am I allowed to whoop your son? Am I allowed to whoop your son as a stepdad?
If we're married,
yes.
Whatever.
Okay.
But you're not my boyfriend, not some dude I just met. We just aren't know.
Got you. Because that's falling under a man's authority. That's submission right there. And a lot of women aren't willing to do that. So go start for you on that one. Secondly, Ayanna Van Zant said, this woman looking for a husband, the bus driver thing. I seen it. That's cool. Now, she's talking about a standpoint of, okay, growing with a man, this, that, and other. If you're a lawyer and stuff like that, that means if we're married and you're a lawyer, I can still drive a bus. You know why? Because I am your protector. The provisions and stuff, something like that. You're only monetarily higher than me. That's it. So when someone breaks into our house, I'm going to be like, baby, go check that out. You make more money than me.
Okay,
go downstairs. Go get that noise.
Okay, the burglary scenario. Okay, so we're talking about, and it's not just income provision. It's education and it's class. It's all, and people talk about this. It's about moving in different circles. It's about having access to different opportunities.
If you have it all, why you need a man? Because if a man has it all,
you can desire a man, and she's, that's what she wants.
If a man's a lawyer and got all this,
why does she need a man? She need a man if she decides she want to reproduce because she don't want baby dolls. She don't want baby dolls. You come here with a vibrator, what you gonna have? Quit playing.
God, with that girl that said that she wouldn't date the bus driver, she was past the childbearing age.
The shots fired. How do you know? How do you know? Sarah had a baby at what age? How do you know?
Whatever. Anyway, but the lawyer in that same situation that has the money, the college degrees, he's not looking to get married. He's not running out here looking for a strong woman.
Wrong. No, because as Mel pointed out, that men who actually marry in America tend to marry women who are within 3 years or less of their own age. Men marry women their own age.
Got you, but they're not out here looking for it. I got my degree. I'm making $700,000.
They do.
Oh, they do. Baby. Yes, they do.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yes, they do.
In the black community, but other cultures, other groups.
Let me tell you something. No. Let me say this. I ain't even gonna say not in the black community because I met some brothers that was doing it. I mean doing it. And you know what they said? I ain't about to date no nothing broad. She got to have something going for herself. So they're thinking the same way. And we're not talking about no young bucks. We're talking about people that are secure, stable, know what they want. So they're not looking for the chick to just be like, oh, what? Just sitting there telling me I'm going to get dressed up? No, you got to have something going on. So they are looking for good women too.
To date.
To date and possibly marry. But and a lot of guys, just what she was saying too. No, a lot of guys feel like I'm not dating or marrying a younger girl because we don't have anything in common. And people are trying to build. It's a whole different generation. You got to get out of that little box and see people.
I make $700,000 a year. How much build? You just build my legacy. Have my children. My kids.
What if she doesn't want any children and she wants a lightweight? What if she doesn't want any children and she wants a lifestyle? And here's the problem. And I'm not mad at that girl when she said to Alanya Van Zandt, and this is just me personally, because you got to look at it from every angle. If it don't matter, because here's the thing, she's accustomed to a certain lifestyle. And I understood what she was saying, and this is just, from the outside looking in. She's accustomed to a certain lifestyle. So, no, I'm not going to date down because that means there's a possibility, and hear me clear, because broadly, there's a possibility that I may not be able to live the way that I choose to live if I was to date, air quote, listening audience, a bus driver because of the income. Now watch this. The two becomes one. So now her income has gone down too because she has to bring him up. Mm-hmm. And people aren't looking at that. So and I'm not downplaying, if he makes $10 and she makes $30. So if she's accustomed to a certain lifestyle, so I'm going to break it down for you, sir. I see you backstage. She makes 30, he makes 10. She's accustomed to a certain lifestyle. He's making 10. So can he give her that lifestyle? She's like, I'm still accustomed to this lifestyle, but I love you, so I need to bring you up. Now I'm at $20. Guess what? I was still up here at 30, accustomed to this lifestyle, so maybe I won't go to this party. So that means she has to scale back. So I'm not mad at her. So you're used to a certain status. I get all of that. Now, if you are chill and you're like, okay, this is what I'm used to. I done been there. I'm good. No issues. Blah, 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 blah. Then go for what you want. It depends on what you are looking for in a relationship, which is key. That's key. What are you looking for? If you're looking for love, you date who you find and go on and move on. If you're looking for companionship, then you need to date in your class. Real talk.
I disagree because I feel like, and it's not even love. Like, ew, why are you even dating for love? Like, ugh. Like, if you're dating to build a family, yeah, you especially need to date in your class. And that's something, particularly in the Black community, that I think is a problem because that will snowball into other issues. Finances matter in marriage. Okay, they matter when you're building a family. Okay, so the idea that, oh, you shouldn't look at a man and his finances and you should just love him through it. If you're talking about creating a family, you're talking about bringing humans onto this planet through your womb. Yes, his finances matter and they matter greatly. I'd also like to point out that, and I've seen this comment online, people are saying they would have never asked a white woman lawyer that question. It wouldn't even cross their mind to have the audacity. Because Black women are encouraged to date down in the Black community, but especially like I'm thinking Asians,
and it goes back to it. And you know what, AmberDee, it goes back to building our Black men up.
And then we gotta get away from that. No, you either build yourself, okay, and come ready, or you just gonna have to fight the competition. Because guess what, Black men have been comparing Black women to white women, Latino women, Asian women for the last 30, 40 years. So when we as Black women start comparing Black men to other groups, well, look at what they doing over there, what the Asian man doing over there, look what the Latino man doing over there, look what the white man doing over there. Then it's, oh, we gotta stick together, we gotta compromise, we gotta meet. No. It's competition, because life is a competition.
And do you understand that the race that you're running is best ran when you're 20 and you're younger, and you and that guy can build together and have a family together. You're 30. You're 30 and 40. You're 30 and 40, and you done already established all of this. Now you have something to protect because you done built all of this in your 30s and 40s. Now you want to put someone else in it and say, well, he got to build too. If you started the race in your 20s with the man and you stuck with him through it all and had his children, you would have built all that stuff together. And this race that you're jumping into at 30 or 40 is past us. It's past us. I'm 50. I'm starting a relationship, a marriage 2 years ago. And there's trials and tribulations. Because guess what? At 50, she's got some stuff. And I have some stuff. So it's blending them together. Now, if we were 18, 19, 20, when our grandparents used to have their kids and stuff like that at a younger age, and you build and accumulate the stuff together, all the stuff y'all fighting and bickering about won't exist. Because it would have done in the right and correct order. We're 30 and 40 and 50 with kids and grandkids and want to mesh that with kids and grandkids. If me and you got together when we were 20, Amber, neither one of us had a house. Neither one of us had a house. Neither one of us had separate bank accounts. Neither one of us had all the stuff we have today. And we would have built it together.
The difference is, and I agree with you, the problem is, even when you're in your early 20s, I was dating in my early 20s, and in my early 20s, not every man in his early 20s was on the same level. They weren't on the same level as me. So just being young, it's not a matter, because a lot of the mistakes Black women make in romantic relationships, they make them incredibly young. Sometimes as teenagers, or in their procreating with the wrong man in your early 20s, right? You barely know yourself, and you barely know that other person. But even in your early 20s, you can see the path, the trajectory that some men are on.
Right.
And so even in your early 20s, there's competition, and you want to be equally yoked with your partner.
Self-esteem at 20. This is why I don't have a problem with arranged marriages. Because I'm telling you, if my son is listening,
why does that not surprise me? But go ahead.
No, I'm not, because guess what? As a parent, you can see a lot more than they can see at that age. You can see the trajectory. What's the big word you just used?
That's not a big word, Lord.
Well, anyway, that word, you can see the trajectory of this young man your daughter is trying to date, or the trajectory of the woman that your son is trying to date. So guess what? You can see it better than he can. So why don't you arrange it?
I agree. I support arranged marriages, and for exactly that same reason. Right. And so, yeah, so even when you're young.
So there, we both agree.
Even when you're young, there's levels and there's differences. And when you're a young person in dating, you need to vet and you need to acknowledge.
Well, you know what? Let me say this. I guess to a certain extent, people are still arranging marriages, air quotes for the listening audience. Watch this. No, even here. And I'm going to share with you why. How often do we as females take a guy that we're interested in and we have to get the approval of our parents if we want to date this person or not? Be like, so what do you think? We care about what they think. So if you look at that, it is a arrangement. It's like, okay, because most people are dating, hear me? Most people are dating with the potential to find a husband or a wife. I don't know from a male's perspective, but I can say from a female's perspective, if we are dating you, we are looking at the future. This is the old us. Now the new, they just trying to knock cats off. That's what they doing. Body counts increase like what? They like, I'm just trying to get mine. Bye, see you. But normally you do, and you want that approval of your family. You bring them home. Hey, I want you to meet and if a guy bring you home to his mother, he wants you to meet his mom and his dad. It's like, oh, okay. And there has been situations where you be like, oh no, because you already know that's not your person. So you're like, I'm not going to meet your family because you're looking for that approval. So I guess to a certain extent, we still do the same thing without saying this is an arranged marriage, because everybody bucked the system off that. Be like, you ain't about to tell me who I'm gonna marry. I got to deal with this person.
Well, I told my son, he brought a girl home and he was dating her and he was serious about her. And I said, just have fun, bro. Not that one. That's not the one.
Is that fair?
Yes. Because it's my grandchildren, it's my lineage. He would have to deal with, I see that. I see what's coming. So I told him, that's not the one. Hey, be careful. That's not the one. I told him to his face. Because if he chose to go that way, I can always say, hey, I didn't tell you at the end, man. I don't know what you seen in her in the first place. I told him up front. That's just have your fun. Be careful. That's not the one. The one he's with now, I'm begging. Marry this girl, bro. This is the one. This is the one. You have my four on the other, because just like the big word Amber said, I can see the trajectory of this child and what they can do together. So, yes.
So that's kudos to, but that's contributed to her upbringing.
Right, and I want to also point out, especially in America, compared to other countries, there is a very, very big difference between an arranged marriage and kind of like what Mel was touching on, having your family's blessing, having other people who care about you. This is in love. Who's like, man, I think y'all will work out great together. That's a beautiful thing. I'm
not talking about cousins and aunts and sisters.
Versus a forced marriage. Forced marriage is totally different, and there's usually some pedophilia involved in there. Child marriage, like that's really dark and problematic when you are forcing someone to marry another person or your family which is not the same as an arranged marriage where both parties are still consenting to the union.
No, me and you aren't. Our moms and dads are. My mom and dad want your mom and dad to say, hey, you're all gonna get together, and it's you can use the word forced or arranged. They're interchangeable.
They're not.
Amber,
They're not interchangeable. That's not the same thing.
I don't like you like that. Even though our mom and dad think that we should get married and they're arranging it, I don't like you like that.
So forced marriage would be one party declines and then they're still pushed into that union. That's a forced marriage. But an arranged marriage is consent. Both parties consent.
You cool and all. Mom and dad don't know what they're like talking about. They're arranging us to get married, and we got to get married. But I don't like you like that, Amber.
Well, okay, so culturally speaking, especially when it's like cultures where arranged marriage is common, you liking the person is not something that is socially because in other cultures they believe that love, and that's why I said, why are you dating for love? Right. Love will come later. You can learn to love someone. You can cultivate love if you're intentional about it. And I think that's one of the major reasons why the failure rate in Western unions is so high, because emotions and feelings fluctuate and change over time, whereas marriage is an institution. Okay, it's a contract. So it's not.
We gotta wrap this up. Look at the time. We got to wrap this up.
Because of your feelings.
Let me get this right. Feelings. So you're saying not leading or building off of your feelings or an emotion is the best way to go. Don't build off of that. You can have them, but you don't build off of that, because love and everything will come in time. I'm going to build off of something logical and something, okay, this family, this, that. I'm going to build off of logic, and feelings will come later.
A lot of cultures feel that way, especially where arranged, because you're not going to love
them. Hey, all right, listen. We got to wrap this up. It was a great conversation today. It definitely was. I got to give you today's footnote, lovely people. Today's footnote is: love yourself first if you actually have the ability to love. All right, lovely people, that is my time. I thoroughly enjoyed you, as I do each and every single Saturday. Trust and believe. I understand time is something we can't get back, so I truly appreciate it. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel at Shop Talk with Mel, and all socials at Shop Talk with Mel. All right? And listen to your girl on your favorite podcast. All of them at Shop Talk with Mel. When you hit your podcast links, Just type in Shop Talk. Shop Talk is one word with Mel. Thank you so very much for tuning in. Okay. And don't forget to subscribe below. I have the YouTube channel there as well. Find you, embrace you. Most importantly, always love you. Until next week, people, you know what it is. Shop Talk with your girl right here every Saturday from 10 a.m. to 12 noon. Peace.